calling all Yellowstone fans.
Let's go to work.
Join Bobby Bones on the official Yellowstone podcast for exclusive cast interviews, behind-the-scenes insights, and a deep dive into the themes that have made Yellowstone a cultural phenomenon.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'm a protector of my life.
Listen to the official Yellowstone podcast now on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Black History Month is here, and we're excited to kick off Season 4 of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. This season, we're shining a spotlight on revolutionary women who redefined excellence. Give Grace Wisher her flowers. Next time you see the American flag, you just remember a 16-year-old black woman helped to make it happen. Listen to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or simply wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Arturo Castro, and I've been lucky enough to do stuff like Broad City and Narcos and Roadhouse. And now I'm starting a podcast because honestly, guys, I don't feel the space is crowded enough. Get ready for Greatest Escapes, a new comedy podcast about the wildest true escape stories in history. Each week, I'll be sitting down with some of the most hilarious actors and writers and comedians, people like Ed Helms, Diane Guerrero, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I love storytelling, and I love you, so I can't wait.
Listen and subscribe to Greatest Escapes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You are cordially invited to the hottest party in professional sports. I'm Tisha Allen, former golf professional and the host of Welcome to the Party, your newest obsession about the wonderful world that is women's golf. Featuring interviews with top players on tour, tips to help improve your swing, and the craziest stories to come out of your friendly neighborhood country club. Welcome to the Party with Tisha Allen is an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. Listen to Welcome to the Party, that's Partee, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, he repeated everything I said about her. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now it is time for the Nephew and today's prank phone call. Neff, what you got for us?
Well, we are in the middle of, this is Buttman. We about to call Buttman, okay?
Buttman?
That's the name of it. Buttman, yeah. Yeah, he been Xeroxing his butt on the copy machine at the job. Buttman, yeah.
He needs something to do.
We need to line people up so we can figure out who Buttman is. We just take a listen. Here we go. We're gonna find out who Buttman is. You got a copy of it, so we know it when we see it. Let's go, Keto.
Hello?
Hey, I'm trying to reach Vaughn, please.
This is Vaughn. Who is this?
Vaughn, this is Darius. Darius with Human Resources. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Can I help you?
Yeah, listen, we have an incident that has taken place at the job. You actually, what floor are you on, Vaughn?
I'm on floor 12.
Floor 12. All right. So, do you use the copy machine that often on that floor?
Not all the time, but I do use it every once in a while.
Okay. Every once in a while. So here's what's going on. There's going to be some actions being taken place here pretty soon, some legal actions, and we're just clearing everybody. You know, this is just a proper procedure that we're having to go through. So let me just kind of enlighten you on what's taking place. Someone on the 12th floor has copied their butt on a piece of paper in the copy machine. So someone actually sat up on the Xerox machine and copied their butt. Why someone would do that, I have no earthly idea. But what's happening now is everyone on your floor is going to have to come in and show their butt. So we're scheduling this now. I'm thinking Friday at 11 a.m. Would that be suitable for you to come?
Y'all talking about y'all want me to come up there and show my because somebody, I'm a grown man. Okay, I'm a grown man. I ain't do that.
Okay, you know what? I believe you. I believe you wholeheartedly, Vaughn. But just to clear your name, we have to, I hate to say it, clear your butt as well. So we want to make sure, we're going to find out whose butt this is on the piece of paper that did this. We're going to find out.
You're going to find out who's cheeks those are, and you're going to find out real quick they're not mine. All right, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not going to come in. You said Friday? You're doing this on
Friday at 11.
I'm not coming at my day off so I can pull my pants down, let some strangers look at my cheeks talking about somebody copied. I'm not doing that.
I don't want this to take a turn, Vaughn, because right now this is, if you're saying you're not coming in, then other actions will be taking place if you don't come in and follow the procedure that everybody's saying. Everybody else that I'm calling, they have to come in.
How many people work on that floor?
There's at least 80 plus people on that floor.
You talking about trying to have 80 plus people come in, drive all the way to work, so some strangers people we don't even know can look at our cheeks, and I'm not going to do that. I don't know who did it, but I know they ain't me.
Well, somebody Xeroxed their butt on the 12th floor, and we're going to get to the bottom of who did it. And what you're not going to do, Vaughn, is tell me you're not coming in. What you're not going to do. Do you like your job here with this company?
Okay, what you're not going to do is act like you're going to fire me because I'm not going to show y'all my sweet goodies just because you from HR. You got me fooled if you actually expect me to think that everybody that works on this floor is over here like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll let some strangers look at my crack. You must be playing. No, sir, not with me.
Black History Month is here, and we're excited to kick off season 4 of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. This season, we're diving even deeper, celebrating trailblazing pioneers who fought for change and shining a spotlight on revolutionary women who defied the odds and redefined excellence. Give Grace Wisher her flowers. She's proof that history ain't all about who gets the credit. It's about who did the work. So next time you see that 50-starred, 13-striped American flag, you just remember a 16-year-old black woman helped to make it happen. So this season, get ready to be inspired, educated, and empowered even more. Join us as we uncover stories that deserve to be heard and celebrated. Listen to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or simply wherever you get your podcasts.
Everyone's forgotten who runs this valley. Time to remind them.
Yellowstone fans, step into the Yellowstone universe.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'm a protector of my life.
Hosted by Bobby Bones, the official Yellowstone podcast takes you deeper into the franchise that's captivated millions worldwide.
Action!
Explore untold behind-the-scenes stories, exclusive cast interviews, and in-depth discussions about the themes and legacy of Yellowstone.
You know, the first studs to settle this valley fighting was all they knew.
Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the ranch,
Welcome to the Yellowstone.
Bobby Bones has everything you need to stay connected to the Yellowstone phenomenon.
I look forward to it.
Listen to the official Yellowstone podcast now on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's go to work.
Hey, you guys, I'm Catherine Legg. I'm a racing driver who's literally driven everything with 4 wheels across the planet. And I've got a new podcast. It's called Throttle Therapy. This season, I'm gearing up to make history, competing in some of the world's most notorious racing events, starting at the Indy 500. Join me as I travel from racetrack to racetrack in my quest to continue a memorable career in racing. I'm also going to bring you inside stories with legends of sports, new faces from the next generation of auto racing, and conversations with the people who've supported me throughout my career. We'll be getting into everything from karting to NASCAR, even Formula One. Whether you dream about being a pro athlete or an astronaut, we're talking about what it takes to make it. Listen to Throttle Therapy with Catherine Legg, an iHeart women's sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. You can find us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
I'm Dr. Laurie Santos, and to welcome the new year, my podcast, The Happiness Lab, is releasing a series of happiness how-to guides to help you in 2025. I'll distill the wisdom of world-class experts into easy-to-digest, actionable tips.
It's about never feeling good enough. I feel like I'm always failing.
You'll learn how to handle relationships, how to be inspiring, and how to find your purpose.
We make it this big pie in the sky thing, and then of course we're all frustrated because no one knows how to get there.
Struggling with tough emotions? We have a how-to guide. Worried that you're not enough? We got you. Self-obsessed and want to get over yourself? There's a guide for that too.
The ability to approach somebody and make them experience desire for you in minutes or even hours is a rare and rather unnecessary skill, historically speaking.
The Happiness Lab's How-To season starts January 1st. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you have a coworker named Andre?
Andre, yes.
Okay. And Andre says he knows you. Now, I'm just going to put it out here. Andre is stating that it could have possibly been you.
Really? Andre got the nerve to say it could have been me? Man, Andre. Why did he try to single me out? Like I even use that damn copier. I don't around there playing games. I'm a grown man. He be out of his mind thinking he gonna say I did it.
All I know is he stated that you were a possibility. That's what he stated.
He said I was a possibility. That's dumb. He ain't have absolutely no reason to think. I don't even use that copier, man. I use that thing like once every 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
Everybody on that floor.
Okay. So out of once every 2-3 weeks, is there a possibility maybe you propped your butt up there and copied it?
Not at all. Y'all ain't even told me when this happened. I probably wasn't even working when the booty chicks got scammed. You must be out your mind. You can waste everybody else's time trying to bring everyone in to get a free strip show, but you're not going to do that to me. This has to be unethical and illegal on so many levels. You're trying to come in and say everybody on the entire floor has to come show their cheeks? Man, you must be kidding me. What's your name? Whole time you trying to call me saying this is HR. What's your name? Because when
I'm Darius out of Human Resources. I told you that when I first called you.
Darius. When I do come into work, you the first I want to see.
Let me ask you this, Vaughn. Do you know Leslie?
Leslie, I know that better not even say my name.
So you do know Leslie?
Yes, I know Leslie. She works there with me. So you trying to tell me that Leslie said this too?
Do you want to know what Leslie said?
Yes, I would like to know what Leslie said. So when I cuss her out, I get it right.
Okay. Leslie told me to tell you that this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and you just got pranked by your coworker, Leslie and Andre.
Oh, man.
Leslie and Andre got me to prank phone call you, man.
Dude, I was pissed. Yeah, your uncle is right, bro. Somebody is gonna whoop your ass. And I bet it's this year.
All right, Vaughn. Tell me this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Somebody is definitely gonna whoop your
And there you have it. Now, which out of our group do you think would copy their butt? Which one out of our
group? The one that's talking right now. You. The king of pranks. Any more questions?
No hesitation on who we think could do that.
I mean, you would win the gold medal. All of that.
So I'm the only one that copied their behind.
Tommy, let me ask you this. Who's the least likely one of the ladies to do it? The least likely one.
I don't know, man. I think they'll all do it, Steve. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You think
I know Carla do it.
Carla copy.
Oh, yeah, because I done seen her tell too many people to kiss her ass, so I don't know. She'll send you a photo copy of it and sign it.
Shirley,
send them out email. Read the attachment.
Yeah. with like areas that you would suggested areas on it. Yeah.
Vertical, horizontal.
My entire.
All right. All right, coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject. He repeated everything I said about her. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.